by Sir Fru, your senior colleague, like you call him all the time, says that Frundi is an enemy of the nation of Amazonia and a fortune seeker of La République du Cameroon. Please, maybe you want to cue in from there.
Yes, thank you, Paddy. I agree with my senior colleague, but I want to add that he was not just an enemy, but he was a traitor of the people of the Southern Cameroon, people who made him what he was. I want to let Ambazonians know that I spent 10 years in the SDF, and I rose right up to the National Executive Bureau NEC under Mr. Frundi. I don't want to get into how my participation at that time when I was a young lawyer, just arrived from the United States, and I was practicing in Douala, and I got bought over by the launching of 26 May 1990 in Bamenda, where I was present. That's my village at Ndarikon. Trundi used the fact that him and his cousin, Dr. Sika Asaga, were the only two who accepted to launch the SDF in Tarinkun on the 26th of May. And from there on, he used the fact that he was already popular in the CPDM, not so popular because he lost the election of the party, the CN, I mean the CPDM party in Mezam to Achidiachu, and that got him frustrated. And when he lost, when he assisted his cousin, and they launched the SDF in Tankun, he was launching as president and his cousin as secretary general. From the beginning, they galvanized the population of Bamenda. That day, we lost 6 Ambazonians were gunned down by La République du Cameroon. I will not forget that day. That's my village. So I happened to be there that weekend. And Trundi became popular. His cousin was not as popular as he was. He galvanized Ambazonians not only in the northern zone, but also in the southern zone. And I want to tell the Ambazonians that up to when he went for presidential election in 1992, SDF received nothing from La République du Cameroon as subvention. And you know that he won the election of 1992. All of us know. I know because we galvanized the election in Douala and he swept through the city of Douala. And Barr lost that election, and yet he seized it. I remember when Frundi was in captivity in his compound, when Archbishop Desmond Tutu visited him in Tarinkon. Frundi was a very, very, very popular. 1996. From there on to 1997, he was popular, very popular, among Ambazonians, more especially, and of course some few Bamilekes from Bafoussam. 1997, something dramatically happened because Frundi, like my colleague said, is a fortune seeker. Before I get there, he organized a farm in Wum and got the avant-gardes, what you used to call avant-gardes, that is the guards of the party, to work for free. He established a lot of ranches in Dop and all the other places, and got party militants work for him for free. That's how popular he was, and he started making his fortune. And then something happened in 1997. He went to Europe, and we were there on the ground preparing for the 1997 election. Frundi met, I don't know with whom in France, and finally met Barr somewhere in Geneva, or Barr's people. I don't have the facts, But that's the rumor we had. And I will tell you, buddy, Frundi called from there and said he is not a candidate. And all indications was that he was going to win the election of 1997 if he was a candidate. He declined. He said he will not, we will not, the party will not go for that election. And it shocked every party militant. It shocked everybody. Romo started that he had taken money. He had taken, the French had organized and he has taken money, it's almost 1 billion or 2 billion, whatever the amount, we don't know. And that is how the tables changed. Frundi now became what a person
A window dresser.
Yes, and he started attacking all those who were against him, or who had a different view. Not that they were against him.
Who had a different view?
Yes.
That is those within the party who had a different view.
Within the party, the first victim was Barrister Muna. They got their Article 8-2.
That is Ben Muna.
Ben Muna. Followed by four universities professors from Yaoundé. Dr. Chalimbok, Dr. Dorothy Com. These are francophones. And one Edouard, and there were 4 of them. They were all excluded because they came with open eye. You know, they are university teachers. They saw, they had their own point of view, how the party will develop and so on, because the party now was becoming national. He got them excluded.
No, the party had become national, and this party was trying to seize control from
when Abemukom conceived this party thing from England, it was supposed to fight for the Anglophone cause. Frundi changed the whole plan. Yes, when he launched the party, and we discussed it, they changed the whole plan. The second,
and that is where Barrister Fru, I want to intersect you for a little bit and get into Barrister Ghana, because you just hit the name.
No.
After speaking for 7 minutes.
No, but you are cutting. No, let me finish. In Frundi destroyed Ben Muna, destroyed Secretary General Siga Saga. A new Secretary General came on called Professor Asongani. He destroyed him, ousted him. The next one was Professor Tamajong. She's still in Yaoundé now. It's an English-speaking woman who had a PhD, who was a teacher in the University of Yaoundé. He was his next Secretary General after Asongani. He destroyed her. And there were a series of people that came into the party and were destroyed by this man. He had a way of painting you black so that every time that the 8-2 thing came up for discussion, they passed it immediately and you are out of the party. No hearing from you, nothing. There was nothing like a hearing to be excluded from the party. They were using an article called Article 8-2. I know it because I was inside. Buddy, I will tell you that Frundi started selling the SDF to Francophones after 1997. And since then, he had enriched himself. First, Barr started giving 500 million to the SDF for every election. And the SDF lost every election since then. And that money, the management of that money was so opaque, nobody knew how it was being managed. But that's what it is. I happen to be one of the 6 national legal advisors in NEC, what you call the National Executive Committee, with Mr. Bandam and others. And we defended the party in the Supreme Court. After every election contest at the Supreme Court, we were at the forefront. And I tell you, Frundi is not only an enemy, he's a traitor of the people of the southern Cameroon because he used them to climb. And when he got up on top, he threw the ladder. He threw the ladder and
Yes,
joined the enemy.
thank you very much, Pastor Fru. I'll definitely get back to you. That was very elaborate, about 10 minutes there.